Here are 6 creepy places you can visit. Number 1. St. Augustine Lighthouse. The St. Augustine Lighthouse is visited by nearly 225,000 people annually, but it's just as well known for its otherworldly visitors. Several tragic events that occurred at the now historic site have contributed to the alleged paranormal activity. The ghost of a lighthouse keeper who fell to his death while painting the tower has been spotted watching over the grounds. And ever since the horrific death of 3 young girls, who drowned when the cart they were playing in broke and fell into the ocean, visitors have claimed to hear the sounds of children playing in and around the lighthouse. Number 2. Edinburgh Castle, Scotland. One of the biggest attractions in Scotland's capital city is also considered to be one of its most haunted, with sections dating back more than 900 years. The historic fortress's ancient dungeons have led visitors to the castle to report sightings of colonial prisoners from the American Revolutionary War, French prisoners from the 7 Years' War, and even the ghost of a dog wandering the castle's dog cemetery. Number 3. Forsyth Park, Savannah. The entire city of Savannah is pretty much one giant ghost story, due in large part to the mysterious tunnels that run below the town streets. The underground structures play a major role in many of Savannah's most haunted locations, including Forsyth Park, the fountain green space you probably recognize from a postcard or two. Doctors at the adjacent Candler Hospital, now the Savannah Law School, performed autopsies in the tunnels below. Maria Pinheiro, a historian and spokesperson with Ghost City Tours, says these below-the-surface rumblings make Forsyth Park particularly ripe for sightings of shadowy, now you see them now you don't figures. Number 4. Obvodny Canal, Street, Petersburg, Russia. Running 5 miles through St. Petersburg, the Obvodny Canal goes by another, much more sinister name, Suicide Canal. Ever since the artificial canal started being built in the late 18th century, strange events have surrounded the site, including construction workers complaining of headaches, sudden outbursts of violence, and, of course, suicides. While most of the suicide attempts have been successful, people who have been saved claim they don't know why they jumped in the water, or an invisible force pulled them off the banks. Some claim the force comes from restless souls lurking beneath the water, even claiming to see a woman in white floating just beneath the surface before suddenly disappearing. So if you ever find yourself in St. Petersburg on a gloomy day, maybe stick to the sidewalks. Number 5. Oriental Theater, Chicago. Ghosts are said to haunt the Oriental Theater, formerly known as the Iroquois Theater, in the Loop area of downtown Chicago, where almost 600 people perished after a fire famously broke out in 1903. Even though the theater was completely rebuilt and rebranded, spirits of the dead remained. Apparitions have been seen in Death Alley, the street behind the theater where bodies were stacked after the disaster, and a common stop on many a Chicago ghost tour. Number 6. Raynham Hall, Norfolk, England. Built around 1620, the 7,000-acre Raynham Hall is one of the most impressive estates in Norfolk. As is the case with most historic buildings, the home also has its fair share of legends and ghost stories, most notably one surrounding Lady Dorothy Dolly Townsend. Dolly was the wife of Viscount Turnip Townsend, and the couple lived in Raynham Hall during the 18th century, during which time Dolly was reportedly locked up in the house by her husband. Lady Dorothy's ghost is now said to haunt the estate, as proven by a photo taken of her in the 1930s. No one has proved the picture taken of her is a fake, Lord Charles Raynham, the home's current resident, said. If you like the video, subscribe as we upload on a regular basis.